Howdy everybody, today is distributor. We're going to take apart this distributor. It's pretty nasty and I don't think this vacuum advance works. How that's supposed to work, this actually turns this distributor instead of the modern, well, not the modern, but the updated version, it actually turns that distributor in here. And this thing here is a grease bucket. You fill that with grease, and that grease is the the innards, I guess. It goes in there, but I got a new setup. Or all new parts. I guess yeah, this thing doesn't have a. See, I made this for this one because that was missing. You know, if you don't have something like this. Let's see. Yeah, this one has the same thing. You know, this thing don't even fit on there tight. Look at that. Flops around. Well, that ain't no good. I don't see one in here. And there was none in this bag, that's for sure. I do have one on this engine over here. Yeah, see there? There's one right there. Look how corroded those points are. Oh my goodness. Now see, that's what we're looking for, that metal piece. And that new rotor didn't come with one. Wait a minute, I'm gonna go check this 3D printer out, make sure it's running okay. Yeah, it seems to be working. Okay. I gotta check that every once in a while. Last time I walked in, I had a big ball of filament laying in there. I had to start over. So anyway, I guess I'll have to use this one here. I guess it comes out. Hold on a minute. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. That thing goes down in here. I can understand why they wouldn't include this. Cost a fortune to make that thing. Hold on a minute. Well, there you go. It's in there. I don't know how this condenser is supposed to work in this distributor. It's quite a bit different than this one. Unless it goes on the side, maybe. A wire comes in from out there, but I've never seen one of them. Well, I take that back. I have seen that before, but I don't know, man. I better stick with one of these. Alright, well, anyway, hold on a minute. Let's get this apart. I got this mounted in this piece of scrap I had laying around, so it's easier to handle. I grabbed a bolt and nut at random. It turned out to be metric. For crying out loud. I already broke this loose. It was in the vise. I wonder if these rusty screws will come out. Oh, heck, that's even loose. My lucky day. Now, before I took this off the car, I did put a little vacuum pump on it. But my vacuum pump is kind of screwed up. And I couldn't get this to work no matter what I did, so I do hear it doing something in there. But I don't feel anything. Not sure if I'm supposed to or not, but you would think you would feel something. And anyway, it's all got to be taken apart, cleaned, and painted, and everything anyway, so. Put this back in here. So we'll take all this apart. Get that wire off there. And so it goes. Hang on a second, I gotta go get a magnet. You can see where I had to file those things. They were pretty nasty. Let's do a comparison, shall we? Not a whole lot of difference, really. Oh yeah, that one's a lot different too. And copper, wow. This one's got an oiler, a cleaner felt kind of doohickey there. Well, let's just put them back on there. Well, that felt sure sticks out there a lot. See if I can finagle this thing in there. Oh, shaky here. I gotta tighten it up yet. This thing ain't down there yet though. Does that thing even fit on that screw? Yeah, it's like a cam kind of deal there. So you loosen that screw up and you can adjust the points. There we go. Hang on a second, I gotta get me something. I went ahead and cleaned this area up here and here a little bit. And I got this thing here. I'm sure some of you have seen it, but maybe some haven't. You turn it and it straightens out those prongs, and you put your screw in there and push down on it, and it holds the screw. And then you can take it there, put it in there, and for some shaky old man like me, and there you have it. So, I checked the book. 18 to 22 is the gap. So, turn this cam here. Put your old feeler gauge in there. Oh, my distributor's coming out of that thing. It don't feel too bad. I think modern day is a little easier. You just go to the computer and tell it what you want. Yeah, we'll go with that. I'll see if it changes when I tighten this up. Sometimes it does. Looks good. Don't want the thing coming out of this slot here. I'm gonna turn it that way a little bit. Alright. Well, I was getting a nice spark with this thing. I don't know how this is gonna work. There's no way this is gonna go in there. It must go on the side, that's all I can figure. But there ain't no holes anywhere for it to bolt onto. So I'll just go with this one. I'm slipping. I forgot to put that on the high lobe. I'm sure you guys are, if you're still watching, probably saying, what's wrong with that old man? Supposed to put this thing right there on that high lobe before you put the feeler gauge in there. That wouldn't have ran, I don't think, too easily. Actually, that feels even better. There we go, we like that. Alright, I'm gonna finish cleaning this up. I gotta clean all that up and all paint the body. See what this looks like. I stuck a little grease in there when we first got the car. That's what, isn't that it's a weird setup, ain't it? Toledo, Ohio. I bet they don't make those there anymore. Well, I guess that's it for now. I'll show you the little bit of progress. Got the fuel pump on. And yeah, not too much is going on. I gotta get that thermostat doesn't work. And we got this old dash here. It's got a temperature sending unit on it. We're gonna use that, I think, when it gets running. Sense the temperature. That thing goes in there. Then of course it goes to the firewall and up to the dash. We'll get the water pump on, and well, that's it. I'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot for watching. Catch you later. Bye.